Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Well, as we've heard, Barack Obama has tonight formally endorsed Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, even though her Democratic rival Bernie Sanders still sounded unwilling to admit defeat when he met the president at the White House earlier. One of Sanders' supporters is the documentary maker Michael Moore, known for films which take a critical look at life and politics in the United States. His latest effort, Where to Invade Next, is a travelogue which contrasts America's economic and foreign policies with those of a range of other countries which he views more favourably, though Britain is not among them. He's in London just now, and I went along to meet him. The American dream is alive everywhere, that is, except in America. Michael Moore's latest film takes us on a journey to see how Europeans spend their money better on peace than the US does on war. Take Italy.
Italians have one of the highest life expectancies in the world. They live 4 years longer than the average American.
He discovers workers here benefit from 8 weeks paid annual leave. In contrast, America has no mandatory holiday. And when it comes to education, Finland's results are among the highest in the world.
It was that America should stop teaching to a standardized test.
Michael Moore goes on to visit 7 other countries, but he chooses not to come to Britain.
It wasn't a mistake that we didn't come to the UK in the making of this film. It's actually purposeful. We decided there is nothing left to learn.
We have become an adjunct?
You become an adjunct of us. You become too much like us. You provided the cover for George W. Bush to get us into the Iraq War. I don't know if Bush would have been able to pull that off without Tony Blair, without liberals helping him say, hey, it's not just me.
What you would say to some young people here who actually really view the whole idea of Europe as something they can dispense with, and they'd really rather be more akin to America. I mean, where do you stand on Britain leaving Europe in terms of our relationship with the EU, for example?
It looks a little strange to outsiders why you would want to be leaving the European Union. I mean, seriously, first of all, Europe, modern day Europe is there because of you. You saved Europe, you, the UK. You sacrificed lives. You suffered so that the Europe we have now, for better or worse, and I think better, is because of what you did. It's like, look, you don't get to leave Europe. You're part of Europe. You know, you're actually people who want to leave Europe, you're actually acting like you're an island. I mean, you are an island, but that's not the world of the 21st century. We're all interdependent on each other. We're all citizens of this world. To go backwards and to say we're not part of this. And what are the reasons that people want to leave? Oh, we don't like how they're spending our money. Well, then why pay taxes here in the UK? If you don't like how Parliament's spending your taxes, stop paying taxes. No, you don't get to do that.
Can I take you then into what happens next in America? Because it's not going to be going your way, is it? Let's face it.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Even if Hillary Clinton is the nominee, and you know, she's to the right of President Obama. She's a hawk. You know, it won't necessarily be the way that it's been under President Obama.
But you'd rather see Bernie as the
well, yes, I'd like to see Bernie as the president. Bernie Sanders as the president of the United States. Absolutely. I mean, there's a number of things that I wish that he would or could do, but I'm so thrilled that I got to see in my lifetime the American public. 46% of the pledged delegates are for a democratic socialist in the United States of America. He's won 22 states. Almost half the states in the country have voted for a socialist. Did you ever think you would see that happen in the United States?
Well, did you ever think you'd see 50% of them go for a woman?
Yes, of course, because 51% of them are women. So that I get, but half the country isn't socialist.
Is Trump a consequence of the issues you deal with in your film, or do you think that's accidental? I mean, the fact is he's simply a product of alienation.
Trump is a product of alienation, but he's mostly a product of the media. He is the media. He had a very popular television show.
By that yardstick, I could say, why aren't you President of the United States?
Well, I could say, why aren't you the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom?
Thank you very much indeed, Michael Moore.
Thank you.
Well, there's a big rhetorical question, which I don't think we can address tonight. The documentary maker Michael Moore speaking to me earlier about his new film.
I've been getting